was a 5% at one time.
What year did you get involved with that?
1973.
Oh, early. How old were you at that age?
10 years old.
Oh, wow.
After the killing of Clifford Glover, I became a 5%. See, when I became a 5% after the Clifford Glover killing, at that point in time, I started selling marijuana. See, I started veering towards.
Who put you into that? Did you just it was around?
It was the thing to do, man. It was everybody was selling marijuana right on the boulevard, so I started doing that.
All right, peace. Check it out, man. The latest episode of Al Prophet that I saw had him interviewing Supreme's nephew, Prince, right? Part 2 of the Prince interview came out. And in that interview, Prince is talking about how he stepped away from the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths. And that's cool. Like I said, if niggas want to regress, be about your issue. But at the same time, I don't appreciate the picture that was painted around the 5%ers. You know what I mean? The way he spoke about them or the way that the video was edited, I don't know. It made it seem like he was disparaging the 5%. And that's not cool. You dig what I'm talking about? He says, I was a 5%er at one time, so that lets you know he's not anymore. And dig this here. I'd like to know what he is. I got so many questions now. I'm not going to voice all of them on this video. You feel me? I probably never get to voice any of them to him. But at the same time, what are you now? What is it that you believe now? You feel me? Who are you? Who do you believe you are? You did. It's just a lot going on in my mind with that because, like I said, that's regression. You're going backwards. You did. If you're dealing in any of these man-made ideal, what they call it, idol worshiping entities out here that disguise themselves under the name of religion, then you're going backwards. So, I'd be interested to know what he believes and why he stepped away. Well, he kind of said why he stepped away. And that part, to me, is a bit understandable. But still, I can't understand. You dig? Now, he says since 1973, he became a 5%er in 1973 at the age of 10 years old after the killing of Clifford Glover. So the further you get into the part 2 of that interview, he'll basically tell you that he was enraged after seeing a child his age. The Clifford Glover kid was 10 as well. After seeing a child his age in a casket and everything, he was enraged. And it is my belief that he was being rebellious. You feel me? He joined the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths out of rage and rebellion. Rebelling against the racial issues that were going on in the neighborhoods around him and the stuff that was going on, right outside his door. Now, I got that from what he said. So, in a sense, he didn't join for the right reasons. He wasn't joining for knowledge of self, to attain knowledge of self. You feel me? He wasn't joining to become a poor righteous teacher. You feel me? I believe at that point, now I'm not sure what branch he did his student enrollment or joined that or whatever the case may be, what branch it was. But I think that branch was more of a Black Panther type of thing from the way he speaks about his days as a 5%er. You know what I'm saying? Was set up more like Black Panthers rather than the Nation of Gods and Earths. You feel me? But that's just my opinion. He says, I became a 5%er after Clifford Glover's killing. At that point in time, I started selling marijuana and I started veering towards the streets. Now, when he said that, Al Prophet cut him off. Asked him, who started you into that? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'd like to know, was it one of the God's influences? You feel me? But it seems as if he was saying that after the death of Clifford Glover, and after he joined the 5% Nation of Gods and Earth, he began to become a bad guy. Put it like that. Started selling weed, and the violence gets involved and everything else, because they spoke about that as well. And he said, I've been looking back at my life to figure out when things went wrong. And he equates it with that time in his life. You feel me? Now, only he can understand why he made the decision to step away from the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths. You know, what that determination had to do with the way his life turned out, the last 30-something years of his life that he spent in prison or whatnot. But at the same time, like I said, the picture that was painted was derogatory, in my opinion. Just take a look at this clip.
I asked my mother, can I go outside? She tell me don't go near where they having the wake and the funeral, the wake rather. I go. I'm around there. You got the 5%ers. You got other gangs. You got different people there.
Now, in the clip, he says, asked his mother, could he go to the wake? She said no. So he snuck out and went on his own. And, you know, the streets was on fire. He said the 5%ers was there. You got a couple other gangs. Now, I know you know better than that, Prince. The Nation of Gods and Earths ain't never been no gang. Why would you equate us with the gang? It with the gang? That doesn't make sense. So that, again, lets me know that the sector that you joined up with, the people, your enlightener, you feel me? Them type motherfuckers or whatnot, they had to show you wrong. They had to teach you wrong. They probably were into some nefarious acts and embedded that street structure along with the knowledge instead of just the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But again, a gang, nah. A way of life, a culture, a brotherhood even. A gang, nah. So like I said, I just took up issue with some of the negative knickknacks that I caught in that episode. You let me know how you feel about it. Was it disrespectful or was it not? Fucking right. He got the right to change his mind and go a different direction, to feel like this is realer than that. He don't owe me an explanation why, nor does he owe you. But at the same time, it would be nice to understand why a man that had been a 5%er since 1973 stepped away from the nation and feels negatively about it. Because that's the impression that the interview left in my mouth, pause, is that he had some type of negative feeling about it at this point. So let me know how you feel about it. Jump in the comment box. Peace to the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths. Until we meet again. I'll be back.